So I'll start from now. So thanks for this opportunity for the Saifa who could able to give an opportunity to talk about the career opportunity for the students who are in the 10th and 12th who can able to join in the premier research organization of our country, which may be including ISRO, DRDO, or Atomic, or many more institutions are there. So definitely, I think it's a great opportunity where the youth of our country, how they can able to join in these premier institutions, and what are the career opportunities there, and what is the eligible in joining this organization, what is the positions will be there. So before I just get into the deep of this career, so there are like we say the four important the research organization is there in our country. So maybe you all know about ISRO, which is nothing but Indian Space Research Organization, and we have DRDO, the Defense Research Development Organization, and the most important Atomic, that is the Department of Atomic Establishment is there, and CSIR. So that is Council of Scientific and institutions for research. So these are the four important laboratories what we have in our India. So the four institutions promotes lots of R&Ds, and they been there for starting from all the development of our organization. Maybe it starts with a small food product. It can extend till the biggest rocket or launching the satellites into the orbit. So there are many options are there. So how to get inside all these organizations? Yeah. So mostly, like I may give upon the our my own organization ISRO. So the remaining organization I can may touch up. So we'll start with maybe like defense. So DRDO, which was started somewhere in 1958. So it is especially started for mostly for our defense sector to promote or like manufacturing the missiles, also like protect our country from the enemies from other nations. So we have almost 52 laboratories across the nation. So defense mostly they involve in aeronautics as well as electronics and manufacturing of missiles, and also like the naval systems, and also the life systems which is required for army, navy, as well as the other establishment which we required for government supporting ornaments. And we have DAE, so that is like Department of Atomic Establishment, which was initiated in 1954, and almost 14 centers are there. So which may include like BARC, which is there in Mumbai, and maybe we might be having up the centers in Kalpakkam. Also, like we have three service organization and three like instrumental organization, which they provide some institutions also. Like we have a Tata Research Fundamental, and we have a BARC institutions, and these are the atomic, like the Department of Atomic Establishment are look after. Whereas the CSIR, where they have almost 41 laboratories, which started in 1942, and we have 18 field cases. So 41 laboratories we see, like we have one in Chennai. Chennai we have CLRA, so which is just next to Anna University or opposite to IIT. So they do all these research on the maximum on leather. So same way, like we have so many CSIR laboratories. We have SICRI, which is electrochemical research, which is then Karaikudi. We have the civil manufacturing. We have ocean establishment on research. There are many more. Like so, 41 laboratories are there in CSIR. So coming to ISRO, like ISRO, we see, I think ISRO was started in 1969, and with the establishment along with the atomic, and it was separately made by Department of Space in 1972, which we have got 18 centers now. So what does ISRO do? What we are being done? So ISRO is one of the premier organization where we stand in our nation, so especially to build up the rockets as well as launching the satellites. What we do. So ISRO, there are like so many establishments. We have so many centers, which may be like 18 centers. So starts with Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, which is then Trivandrum, and Satish Dhawan Space Center, which is then Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, and the satellite manufacturing, which we have at Bangalore, and Ahmedabad we have, and we have at Hyderabad. So all these centers established various launch vehicle facilities as well as satellite. So these are the promoting which we do. And to say about ISRO, I think we have done lots of the establishment to our nation. So especially we see Chandrayaan 1, I think in 2008 we launched, and we are the country to establish water is there in the moon or not. And secondly, we have been gone inside the Mangalyaan. The first attempt, we could able to launch the Mangalyaan satellite into the Mars without any failure. And that's the biggest the achievement where no world could able to see. And the recently, I think we have done one or three satellites in one launch vehicle, as well as we have done the Chandrayaan 2, the one of the magnificent launch which were carried out. Apart from this, ISRO do remote sensing activities, communication activities, as well as we do navigation system and interplanetary missions. So for all these activities, we need a huge amount of manpower, and we need all kind of sectors what we required. So ISRO, which we can establish in 1980, we started with a small launch vehicle, which was comes under the hands of Abdul Kalam sir. So that is SLV, satellite launch vehicle. From there, we have promoted to 2020, almost 40 years. We have a very big launch vehicle of GSLV Mark III. So we try to see in SLV, we almost try to launch something 50 kg of satellite. Now we can able to take 8,000 kg of satellites. And the communications, whatever we want to launch, we can able to do. And we have a very high reliable launch vehicle of PSLV. So almost all the countries, we have launched more than 250 satellites of private agencies, and that is the very big historical one, and that's like called as a workhorse of our satellite. So to say about even the 200 years, the UK, like the English people have ruled us, but now they are bringing the satellite to our country and they're launching. All it is happening, it's all indigenous. Indigenous to say that is like we developed our own self. We have been launching our own knowledge, you can say. So that's very like point of that. All the indigenization is become because the humans, the manpower, the skilled people of India. So we try to develop our own self system, our own technologies, our own development research, and we try to do that. So that is the biggest asset of our nation. So the ISRO has something around 8,000 employees. All the people are in different categories of aspects. So we can try to say that people starts with joining as the technicians, which called like filters. So people who can able to join as the technicians, also diploma and the engineers and PhD holders, doctors, so many more. So we will come into the subjects and the later part. So to make a rocket, it's not so easy. So the 8,000 employees, skilled people, what we have done is a biggest achievement. So to enter into ISRO, so we have all cadres of people. So starts with people who could not able to complete their degree and they have a 10th or 12th. Yeah, we have a ISRO recruitment inside for 10th and 12th, but they should have a specialized the technology or specialized learning, which means if they know to learn cook. So we have a cooking recruitment is there. ISRO has lots of canteen, so people can able to enable as a cooking also. So they'll be recruited as a cooker and they'll be cooking for all our scientists. And they can also like have a good license with heavy vehicles and they can able to recruit as drivers. So people who are having 10th and 12th, they can able to come inside as a cooker or driver with a small diploma course or driving license courses. So people, for example, 10th they completed, they want to come into ISRO out. So they have to like go for like ITI. So they can learn plumbing, filter, and mechanical items and electronics item, and they can join into ISRO as a technicians. So joining inside as a technicians, the entry salary will be around something around 20,000 rupees. So same thing which we equip for DRDO atomic also. So the once the production, so for example, we produce many things, so they need some technicians to tighten the bolt or a filter is required. So we need more ITI people for doing all these jobs. So for this, just complete your 10th standard or 12th standard. If you're doing an ITI, you can able to apply for our own recruitment board and you can able to come inside. So even chemical ITI also required. In the second one, we have a diploma holders. So now we can able to see our nation, so many people are completing the diploma in various aspects, maybe mechanical, electronics, or chemical, or many more. So they will be taken as inside as a technical assistant. So they will be assisting the scientists and engineers who are there in the ISRO. So these people like able to apply as a diploma holder, and they can come inside as a technical assistants, and they can able to equip themselves. It is not so like after becoming a diploma, they can even able to learn up to the engineering level, and they can become a scientist also after some 4 years or 5 years or 10 years of experience inside ISRO. So to become a scientist and IS like engineer in ISRO, So you can be any kind of a field. If you want to become, take in any engineering, maybe like electronics, maybe a computer science, maybe a civil, or like a chemical engineer, or any aeronautical, anybody can become a scientist or engineer. But you have to able to get inside any field after plus two. So you, after getting inside plus two, you start studying in a very good knowledge. Start studying the basic. Don't get inside like something mugging, memorizing and getting a good marks. That's not so. So once you are studying in a very good aspects and getting a good amount of mark without any arrears, I think you can able to become an eligible to come inside as a scientist and engineer. So for that, I think after you complete your engineering, I think there will be a recruitment board. There are various boards are there. One, I think ISRO, we have a recruitment cell is there. So you can able to see our ISRO website. From there, you can able to apply in various discipline. For example, electronics engineer, computer engineer, IT engineer, or chemical or civil. Anybody can apply, and you have an entrance exam. So after you qualify as entrance exam, you can able to come for an interview, which will be like a big 12 members board. So you performed well in your interview, I think you can able to come as a scientist or engineer. So that is one way. And second way, there are so many recruitment is happening. ISRO scientists, the senior most people or deputy directors go to many research like a big institute like IIT, NIT, or the premier institutions of Anna University to become like a campus interview. So we even recruit you people as a scientist by a campus by going there and taking a people for this as a scientist. And there is a third option is that we have one organization called Indian Institute for Space and Technology, Space and Technology. So IAST. So that is the only one institutions which we have in Asia, space institutions which we have in Asia. The chancellor was Abdul Kalam sir. So when he was there, the first chancellor of the IIST was Abdul Kalam sir. So ISRO started to promote its own space and technology called Research Center. So we have made one institute at Trivandrum. So that is easy. Like once you complete your 12th or once you going into 11th, start preparing for cultivating JEEE or IIT entrance examinations. So those examinations, if you're getting qualified, you can apply for IIST and you can able to come inside to IIST in studying various options. You have a polymeric science, you have aeronautical engineering, you have various rocketry development subjects, many things are there. So once you choose, 4 years government is going to spend all your fees and everything for you when you join IAST. You need not to pay even single rupee. Only might be some small like hostels or your books or something will be there, but entire fees will be taken by government, and you can become an students of IAST, which is in Trivandrum. Once you complete that, you will directly taken inside the ISRO any centers of 18 centers. You can become a scientist at Vikram Sarabhai Space Center in Trivandrum, or you can become a scientist at Sriharikota, or in Bangalore, or in Ahmedabad, anywhere. So from joined you as a gazetted officer at ISRO until 60 years, you need not to worry about your job also. So it's one of the best option for anybody who's doing it towards. So try to get inside IIST. So once you get inside IIST, no more fees. You need not to pay any fees. A small amount of money to go like institutions, the government to take up. From there, you can come inside as a scientist in ISRO, and you can employ here for another 60 years till you get retired. So that is one of the three ways where ISRO gets up. So if you can also ask me why only like engineers can join in ISRO, why not about science graduate or physics, chemistry? Yes, we have an option. So those who complete MSc physics or MSc chemistry, maybe organic chemistry or inorganic or physical chemistry, we have a recruitment for those people also in our laboratories. So they will be involved as a MSc chemistry will join as a scientist SEC or like engineer SC. So these are the options what we have, and there is a specialized recruitment for PhD also or MTech also. ISRO will take some specialized field. For example, we have a heat transfer laboratory. We have a specialized people for the civil engineering where like we need some mechanics, soil mechanics people. So we will take up a people as a MTech or PhD as a specialization for our ISRO also. So if you are not able to join as engineer, you are becoming a master's and you want to join ISRO, there will be special recruitment, but not as 100. If you are taking some 100 people in our scientist position, maybe 10 people in our MTech and 5 people as a PhD. So the amount of the intake will be less when you take a more amount, or like the increased the engineering levels. So these are the variety of options you have, and for that, what you have to do. So especially for the 12th, I think you try to get inside a best college, maybe like Anna University or good private college. If not, you got very least amount of college, you need not to worry. So wherever you study, wherever you have been in institutions, try to have some visions or goal. When you're going for first year, you set up some vision. I want to get inside ISRO or DRDO or Atomic. So I need some kind of training for myself after second year. So after second year, you can try to go to internet and you can see what is the syllabus they ask for. For example, chemical engineer, they ask for a basics. For example, electronics engineer, whatever gate preparation. For example, you want to go for like masters, and you are applying for a gate examination. There, how you are preparing, same way you have to prepare for ISRO entrance also, and you can able to qualify that. So need not to worry about the colleges where you study, and need not to worry about what courses you are studying. Definitely, there is a huge amount of opportunities is there in ISRO, and plenty of the projects are going to come inside. Definitely, I think this COVID-19, I think would have given a small amount of a backlog. I think ISRO is going to have a more amount of launch, more amount of projects, more amount of recruitment is going to happen. Another 4 years, if you see, another 5,000 employees we are going to recruit, which means 5,000 engineers. So persons who are joining now inside any like a degree, maybe chemistry or physics or mathematics or engineering, and you are going to complete your education by 4 years or 5 years. Definitely something around 2024, 2025, there's going to be an enormous amount of
Mm.
opportunities, and you can come inside as a
Yes.
scientist. So when you come inside as a scientist, that is one of the powerful in all ISRO, defense, and atomic. You will become a Group A gazetted officer. For example, when you get inside some institutions like a college or schools or somewhere, it takes something like they have to become an HOD, or they have to become a headmasters, they have to become a principal to use a greening. But in ISRO, defense, and atomic, when you joined inside itself as a 21 years, you can become a Group A gazetted officer, which is equivalent to collector. So you will be given as a green ink, that is, you will become a gazetted officer as a Group 1A, and you have a green ink pen to sign your own signature in wherever it is required. So such a high profession, high research oriented jobs the government is giving for you all people. So definitely you can always set up a goal. Since Abdul Kalam sir said, I think you all heard about the story of Abdul Kalam sir, newspaper boy. I think he was selling a newspaper at his school age, and he has tried to do his BSc physics in St. Joseph College of Engineering in Tiruchi, and then masters in MIT, Madras Institute of Technology. Then he want to become a pilot. He could not able to do so, and then he could able to join in ISRO. From there, he become a scientist. He become a project director for SLV small that is satellite launch vehicle, and then he has become a DRDO director, and then he is the person behind the Pokhran, that is DAE atomic. So he is the one person who was there in space, and he was there in defense, he was there in atomic, and then he become advisor to prime minister, and then he become a first citizen of a country, that is excellence president. So a newspaper boy can become a president of our country and traveling all these three organizations of ISRO, defense, and atomic. And after that, also after becoming a president, after completing his president, he wanted to serve to the nation in addressing all the youth. So that is the fantastic job what he has done and what he has given back. So we are all very proud to say that he was in ISRO, and we are also working in that. Same way, every one of you have a talent, every one of you have a capacity, every one of you have a capability. You can enter into ISRO in various aspects. As I said, if you could not able to complete your degree, no, not an issue. If you have a driving license, you become a driver for our buses and cars and everything. If you complete ITI, and same thing applicable for defense as well as for atomic. And ITI, if you complete, you become a technician. The entry salary is something around 20,000. And if you complete diploma and you become a technical assistant, the entry salary is something around 35,000. And if you become an engineer and you joined as a scientist or engineering in ISRO, your entry salary will be something around 55,000 to 60,000. And the same will be for defense. Defense also is having 52 laboratories. So you will be taken into various laboratories. For example, We have one center in Tamil Nadu, that is in Chennai. We have one center which we have called, there is a missile making center which we have in Avadi. So Avadi, they try to make all tankers facilities, which we ISRO DRDO supporting for that. And we have one center in Tiruchi, that is ordnance factory. So same way, there are so many laboratories is there for making big missiles, big guns, or big armaments, or services for naval who's there in ship, or who wanted many equipments for armies in our borders of our country, as well as for the other facilities. And atomic is one important. They do all the atomic expulsions which we require for our country, as well as they produce electricity using our atomic energy. So that is what we have a big plant in Kodangalam. We have so many atomic plants in our country, which one is in Madhya Pradesh, one is in Uttar Pradesh, one is in Tamil Nadu. So everywhere there is a high recruitment of you, and you especially try to take the most important of three subjects which always retain it. One is electronics and electrical, and then mechanical engineering, and then civil. I think these three subjects, in whatever aspects you are, it's always been taken into the account, and you can able to get an employment in any possible. There are computer science are there, electronics communications are there, chemicals are there. It is a specialized subjects. Always there is a recruitment will be there. If, for example, if 100 mechanical engineers are taken, there will be then 20 chemical engineers to be taken. So comparably, ratio will be more. But the chemical engineering subjects also, almost 500 seats will be there in Tamil Nadu. If you take, and if you are making your own like a good subject knowledge and good basic knowledge, and you are having a thorough subject knowledge, and you are eligible to come as a scientist, definitely you can become. Since I'm a chemical engineer, so as a chemical engineer, once I like after my completions, I was working in a Murugappa group as a R&D executive. So within a 15 months, I have given an exams in ISRO, and I have become an interview, and I came as a group A gazetted officer at the age of 21. So you can also see chemical engineering also have an options in ISRO. There are almost some 100 chemical engineers are working, and 500 more than mechanical engineers are working in ISRO, and more than electronics and communications are working. So whatever degree is there, whatever aspiration is there, so you study what you are going to do, that have a goal, have a vision. So every 6 months or every 1 year, set up some goal for yourself. I want to become a scientist, or I want to become like a naval officer. I want to become like a pilot. So you try to make it anything for yourself, and you can able to create options among yourself, and have a goal set up, and plan accordingly, and try to get a more skill. So if you're going to a college, it's not only like studying your subjects. It's not going to give a much knowledge. You have to develop your own skills. One is personality development. You have to read newspaper every day. Try to buy Hindu newspaper, 5 rupees might be. Try to read the English newspaper daily or 2 days once, and build your like the communication system, as well as like personality development among you. So you have to make some more presentations among your friends, and try to go for a debate sessions. Try to go for an symposia or conferences, or get your additional knowledge what you can able to make it for yourself. So if all you make it, definitely I think interview you can easily able to clear your exams. But making clearing the exams not only is easy to come inside the ISRO or defense or DAE, you have to attend the interview. To face the interview, you should have a courageous and self-confident. For that, you should build yourself in making the more aspects in facing the audience or facing the interview panel, or the confidence should be there. Interview is maximum, you will have a good amount of knowledge, but interviewer asking one question, you need to answer it very like a precisely, very pakka. For example, if they ask, tell me about yourself, you should say in something around 200 words about yourself, not making 1,000 words, or giving 10 words. They will not believe you. So the confidence is very important. All these things will happen it once you get inside the colleges. So 1 year or 6 months, enjoy yourself, and then you try to educate yourself like how you want to become. So read the newspaper, and then attend the conferences, attend the symposiums, attend the seminars, and you make a presentations, and make a group discussions. So all these things will build up. And you are taking something, for example, you are becoming a mechanical engineer, try to learn additional skills of AutoCAD, SolidWorks, and then the advanced softwares, what is happening in mechanical engineering. Similarly, electronics engineering. So you can able to know PCB. That is like whatever the chip systems, whatever we are making, like the circuit board. So those things, everything will not be teach in your colleges. Colleges, I think they have a syllabus. They will give you all the basic subjects, but you need to develop yourself in a more precise way. You need to know which subjects you want to go. For example, I want to become a petrochemical engineer. So sitting as a chemical engineer, you need to know so many softwares as a petrochemical specialist, and you need to learn for that. When you go for interview, you can able to build up that. So such a way you try to build up yourself. I think instrumentation also is having a good scope in all way. So now the world is entering into industry 4.0. So you all know about the artificial intelligence, robotics, the drone technology, as well as machine learning. I think it might be a very new subject, but this is the subjects where we are going to see in the next level of world. Maybe like your parents would have seen a mobile phone in a very big instrument. Now you are seeing the mobile phone in very handy. So in the hand, you can able to operate whatever you wanted. Same way, the automations is going to play a very big role in all the industries. So you try to educate yourself in the automation. ISRO, defense, or any central organization, the automations is going to play a very important role. So definitely, you are going to attain that artificial intelligence and then machine learning. Now you are seeing all the television. You have a remote control. So this remote control sitting in one place, you are operating television. Same way, everywhere the sensor technology is going to play a very big role, and definitely that is the next level of job. So if you are not cultivating yourself to the market level, for example, market need the machine learning subjects oriented persons, big data analytics. So data is there, and you know to predict with this data how you can able to enable. That is the market where the industry is required. For example, we are buying so many objects from Amazon, Flipkarts, and everywhere. So person buying same shirts for 5 times, then sixth time also the Flipkart or something will send you a message, says that these are the new options of shirt has come, you can buy it. That is big data analytics. So it is also going to play a very big important role. So these things also you need to cultivate important. You can say industry 4.0, you can search in the net, and once you get inside the colleges after first year or second year, try to see all the subjects, make yourself some certification program, and then you can able to make a specialization among you. And once you become an engineer, once you say, I am the expertise in big data analytics, I am the expertise in artificial intelligence, I am the expertise in machine learning, definitely I think there is an enormous amount of job is going to open after 2024 or 2023. Don't think that there is no job. This COVID has come and Corona has come, and so many job is going to lose. So that is one way. It is only for the temporary, maybe 6 months or 1 year. It's going to happen. But once you are becoming an engineer, or once you are becoming a graduate in any kind of a field, that is going to be happen in a very flourish way. We will always say that whenever there is a downfall, there is going to come up. So now there is a down. We are come down. I think there is an opportunity to start coming up. So that is the way you have to take it up. Now I think world has come to the economic crisis. They may talk, or unemployment may arise. So it is all for the upliftment. So whenever there is we say that down is there, we have to climb up. So it is an opportunity. So you started climbing up. Definitely the IT sectors, whatever we have seen in the last 5 years before, the same way is going to happen it, but it is not going to be the same way. ISRO or defense or anywhere, any public sectors or NTPC or any like many sectors of heavy water board or CSIR, anywhere, people wanted more smart people with strengths. They don't want only a degree certificate, they wanted more skilled subjects knowledge also. So try to become a good communication skilled person, try to become like a good smart persons, like making your own decision making by learning so many softwares, and making yourself like updated knowledge. All these things I think will give you more amount of confidence. And once you get inside any kind of MNC companies or Microsoft or Apple or Google or ISRO or defense, you can hit any kind of a thing. India is one of the beautiful skilled labor country, and we have 130 million people. The average age group is 29 years. You see 139 million, 140 million people, is average age is 29 years. So next level of world is looking, India is the one of the biggest nation to support all the technologies. That is like you. another 3 years or 4 years or 5 years after China, India is going to play a very big role. Now, China, the quality level of China production has come down. So all the companies are coming inside our nation. They are going to set their infrastructure. They need more amount of skilled people, which means like good engineers, good technocrats, good technologists, or good chemistry, physics, or mathematicians. Any kind of a people they need it. So are you ready for it? So you should think about it, and you should make yourself, yes, I am ready. I am eligible for becoming a scientist in ISRO. So attempt it. Definitely, you have lots of opportunities. As I said, we have a various field in ISRO or defense or atomic. So studying in 10th standard, studying as a ITI, studying as a diploma, or becoming an engineer, or becoming a PhD, or MTech, or even doctors. MBBS also we recruit, and we have hospitals here for our own ISRO community. So all the level of peoples are recruited. So every year, to how you can come inside. So one is recruitment board is there. So every year in the month of January, February, there will be like a recruitment board will be announced on our ISRO website. So all people can see the website. Exams will be there. You can apply in that, write the exam, and you can able to come inside for the interview. Same way, defense also, they give a recruitment board. Same way in the month of January, February, for the recruitment in the month of joining in the DRDO or atomic in the month of somewhere in May or June. So they also have the exams. So you be a subject knowledge, and you can enter inside the ISRO or any centers as a group like ISRO officer. If not, you can become a technician, or you can become a scientific officer also. So everything is in your hand. So definitely be confident. Don't worry about the crisis, what is happening now. So it is only a temporary. So in 2008 also, when I completed my graduates in 2008, there's a big economic crisis. We all thought nothing is going to happen, but nothing. We all faced that, and we come up and we become like good officers in the government organization. So definitely same thing is going to happen. So you be strong in your basic, have a goal, 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, set up whom you are going to become. Accordingly, you can able to make yourself in a very aspired person. And definitely the world is waiting for you. The country needs more youth like you people to come inside for our scientific temperament. The persons like Abdul Kalam sir, or now currently our chairman Shivan sir, they're all farmers background. They can become a chairman level. Definitely you have that chance. Definitely you can also become that. There are so many programs going to happen for our nation. So wishing you all the best. Definitely we are waiting for you, and the opportunities is open. The opportunities is open only for the talented people, not for the laziest people. So be a good hard work people, be a confident, be a smart, and show your talent. Definitely all the organization of our country opens up for you. Thank you so much.